Hello and welcome everyone, and welcoming in on a hype train, which is absolutely fantastic. Guys, you're unmuted. You can talk.
Oh,
Hey!
hi, hello.
I normally come in with you guys muted, but I thought I'd let you talk at this point.
Did you hear how well behaved we were?
You were.
We were like
that,
sitting there quietly waiting to be told what to do.
that was very good. I'm impressed.
We normally just badmouth Chris behind his back, but hey.
Yeah. So, welcome into session 9 of the Witchfire Trilogy, our D&D adventures in the Iron Kingdoms. I've just lost my worms. That was really impressive. So, before
Where are your worms?
Yeah, gone.
Worms?
Before we go any further, I'm going to hand over to Tom for a little brief thing about tomorrow's Two Can Play at That game. So, take it away, Tom.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for jumping in on a hype train at the start of our 9th D&D session. Can you believe we've been doing this for 9 weeks? Thank you, everyone that has subscribed for the second month. Can you believe that we've been affiliate for into the second month? That's amazing. So thank you so much for all of your support, all of your love, all of your hype shake action. It is really wonderful to see you all. So I just want to say to everyone here tonight, if you haven't watched Two Can Play at That Game, which is our Saturday night board game stream, please come and hang out with us tomorrow night from 8 o'clock. And we are doing a special charity stream raising money for the neonatal unit at the Shrewsbury and Telford hospitals. Come and hang out with us. Come and let's raise some money together for a cause. You guys pulled together for us when we needed it. These guys need it more than we do right now, and so let's throw some support in that direction.
Yeah, as much as we love the hype train, save it for tomorrow, guys.
Save it for tomorrow. Let's save it for tomorrow. It's great to see the hype train in action. We're already at a level 3 hype train because Monstrous Makings is a tier 3 sub. So it's already thrown us up to a level 3 hype train. And tomorrow night we've got some amazing giveaways. We've got some awesome stuff to play and to show you. We're going to be playing Dice Hospital, and we're going to be playing, yes, you've heard it here first, folks, Monopoly in a way you have never seen it played before. It will be both exciting and dangerous. There will be danger. There is a mild peril, and in fact, probably slightly higher than mild peril will be going on tomorrow. And we are really looking forward to put something together really special for you guys. So, we're looking forward to welcoming you along tomorrow. Tonight, really enjoy the D&D. Hopefully, we are not going to all perish, and and we'll have a great night. So, thank you again. Thank you for the hype train. It's winding down now, so I feel like I can stop talking. So we're back over to Chris, and let's have a great night.
Awesome.
Chris, I think I found out where your worms went.
Okay. Oh, he's back again, is he?
This guy.
Hang on. Let me.
Fagin.
Where is he? Let's take him out.
Oh my gosh!
My word.
What a large guns.
Right.
That's what Toc's finding in the next episode.
Is that how big your gun is, mate?
Yeah.
That would be a slug gun. One of those in the Iron Kingdoms does 2d12 damage.
I'm getting one of them.
So, welcome back to those that have been with us before, and welcome in for anybody new. We are playing D&D in the Iron Kingdoms, the lovely setting from Privateer Press, which meshes steampunk and sorcery for a rather gritty setting. To be fair, it's much less forgiving than your traditional D&D setting with nice magic healing and all sorts, as Phineas will attest to. How many times have you been unconscious now? Is it once a session?
Since I have appeared, I have often needed to sweep due to blunt force trauma. But yes, first time I felt great. Second time I broke my leg. So it's gonna be a whole wide.
Indeed. So the last session saw our players proceed on from a swamp gobber ambush in their boat, their hired paddle steamer. They found... so first up was a night ambush by some swamp shamblers. Then continuing on, they found a bit of an obstacle, a pair of old towers from... Let me switch it back here. It's a pair of old towers with a gate closed between them that had been padlocked. The padlock had sunk down to the bottom of the river, so Arwen took it upon himself to dive in and pick the lock. Just about managed to do it. And the towers then needed to be cleared so that the characters could get in and open the gates. Proceeding further on, they found a wrecked boat in a small lake. And upon investigation of that, they found a severed, clawed hand, along with a hole punched in the stern of the boat, which seemed to have been punched quite cleanly and neatly from the outside. And they also found an empty rifle case, which had been bolted to the deck, but was opened and the rifle was missing. Sailing a bit further onwards, and we came upon, at the end of last session, this little ambush here, where a log trap was swung from the riverbank and has ploughed into the side paddle wheel and smashed it to splinters. As Squint, their captain, was yelling orders to all stop and get the engines and the gears disengaged, a set of gator men. These are larger than human-sized. I mean, they come into a large D&D creature, but they're probably on the smaller end of large. 9 to 10 feet tall, depending on the age of them. As you know, as crocs get older, they get bigger. And there's also 2 smaller ones as well that are much more human-sized. But they are, humanoid gators. And they have begun...
Battletoads.
Say again?
Battletoads.
And they have started running along the log that is still lodged in the side of the Fortune. And that is where we begin tonight. However, I did forget something when we started the stream, which is to thank our mods, She's So Nerdy, Ginferno, and Nerdkind in the chat. If you've got any questions, fire them their way, because there isn't a whole lot of chat engagement from us. And they will look after you for the remainder of the evening. So, we shall begin with an initiative roll, please.
That was quick.
I'm really upset that I'm at the front of the boat right now.
Oh.
Okay, slightly better.
Anything.
Ooh.
Good start.
And there. Okay. You get my screens arranged so that I can see what's going on, because it would be kind of useful. There we go. First up, who have we got first? Phineas.
Chris,
Wow.
did you see that I did the thing?
Did
You
the-
need to... yeah. I didn't click my token first.
No, a problem. At what did you roll?
4.11.
4.11. Oh. Okay, so you just nip above that Gatorman Juvenile. Fantastic. Phineas, what are you going to do?
Well, these guys are clearly gonna do some snapping at us, so there's nothing we can do about that. So I will chuck out my bear spirit totem in the middle of the ship, so it gets all of us, including the crew, which is the 8 additional temporary hit points for everybody, and advantage on strength checks and saving throws whilst in the aura. If we could have it So it's sort of there, please. Sorry, actually.
Yeah, bear with me. Let me just give it an aura, and then it's a 30-foot radius. Yes.
Yes, please, yes.
Okay, I should really save this as. I'll just let you have control over it.
Cool.
Controlled by James. You should be able to stick it where you want.
And I will pop him right there.
Thank you, friend Phineas. I feel temporarily better.
Everybody does. There we go. And then that was my bonus action. And then for my action, I would like to cast Clarence in his third and final form that we haven't seen. That's right. It's a flying sheep. It's a sheep with wings. It is his flight form.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. How much devastation will the flying sheep rain?
We can just wait, can't we, really, and just see what happens.
Yeah.
I got this. But before it's Clarence's turn, I am moving myself as far as I can back over here.
Am I right, James, in thinking that Clarence has, in the air form, has only 20 HP rather than... Yeah.
He has... yes, I believe that is correct.
Cool.
As a description of Clarence with wings, is he like his normal ram self, but with just really small wings?
No, these are quite large wings. Like
is he like... wow. Like large feathered wings.
It's a Pegasus sheep. I love
Why
it.
not?
So good.
Either way, Clarence is very versatile. I believe that's all of my go, and then Clarence will go in for the attack on this Gator Man.
Yep. So let's just put Clarence in on a 16. Go for it.
Right, okay. So it's going to have a little maul. How does it do?
Oof.
Crit!
Starting off with a critical. So 11.
I'm still in the camp that James has worked out a way how to like hack roll 20 so that his sheep is just devastating.
I am definitely not that capable. I hate machinery. And then, because he can, he's going to fly 5 foot across and 10 foot up. And he doesn't give attacks of opportunity because he's got flyby.
Yep.
He's so overpowered.
You know, if we ever come to a dungeon, all we're going to do, we're going to sit outside with a cup of coffee and a sandwich. I'm just going to sing Clarence in. Go on, son.
Yeah, and that was a 1
To make it fair, we're going to tie one paw behind his back, aren't we, to make it fair? Otherwise, it's just cruel. Otherwise,
you'll make it a clean sheep. Sweep, sorry.
It does take a lot of concentration for me to maintain this. I'm just saying, this is not easy.
Okay. One of the juveniles, then. He is going to... 1, 2, 3, 4... 3, 4, 5... he's going to get it almost to you. So they're running up the log, which is a good 10 feet wide. I mean, it was a sizable chunk of wood that has swung down, but doesn't quite get to you. Gatorman behind him obviously can't quite get as far because he's too big to pass the juvenile in front of him. So there's going to be a little bit of a queue, which is going to be unfortunate, I guess. Gatorman at the back. How high did you say he flew?
10 feet
up.
I said 10 foot, but I definitely meant 20.
How much movement did he have?
60.
Oh, he's got 60. Right, yeah, no worries. That's fine. What have they got? No, they don't have anything to get you with. So, he's going to swim.
I guess they're quite good at that.
They are indeed. They have a swim speed as well. So, actually, I learned a lot about underwater combat last night whilst I stood on the bank of a murky lake and watched my compatriots fight in combat in another session last night. Yeah, let's have some underwater combat. Arwen, you're up.
Right. Okay. First thing I've got to do is get to a position where I can see something. So I'm going to come up here to protect the lad. And then I think I'm going to use. What shall I use? I'm going to use chromatic orb. I think we will use. I'm going to go lightning using water.
Okay. Is that an 8 to hit? Is that a hit roll? Is it?
Just move on. It was me. I just move on.
I just because spells don't always roll to hit. Some of them just happen. I was just confirming that was an actual roll to hit.
Yes, I'm in an emotional state now. Just move on. I've just got smouldering. I've just got smouldering hands. I'm just looking at them going, oh
no. I'm just going to turn your volume down a little bit, Mark, as apparently you're quite loud.
Fair.
Going from audio issues last week to louder than everybody else this week.
I'm trying to make up for it.
Let me know if that's any better, Jen.
Yeah.
And we'll...
Testing. Arwin 1, 2, 3.
Solix.
Right. We are going to go 1. That'll do. And then we are going to swing that. Did you work out whether I needed to decide to expend my charge prior to swinging it?
Of course.
Would you like?
Didn't.
That's okay. It's all right if you didn't. I can keep doing what I was doing.
Because I prefer it this way.
Yeah, I like it this way because it is less risk. But the batteries also aren't super expensive, so I don't mind.
Correct. I will have a scroll for now. Just we'll carry on as is for now until proven otherwise. 12.
On the juvenile.
It hits.
And we expend. And is it 2? Was it 2d8? Is that
yes,
right?
It's 2d8,
yeah.
Nice.
So that's 20 damage. Nicely
20. Oof. Line them up.
Talk.
Right then. So I'm assuming we would have had a short rest before we got to these, as the trap boat travels around.
Yes.
That's good to get all my trick shots back. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to wander over to the side. Right, which one shall I do? In a minute, anyway. With my pistol out, I will do a rune shot. I've got 3, I think. 2. I have 2. So I'm going to do... I don't know which one to do. I'll do a brutal one, which is this one here. So, do an extra... If I hit, I'll do an extra 2d6. And a crit is a 19. I'm going to aim for the big boy.
Okay.
This one here.
The one running up behind the juvenile, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
One forming an orderly queue. Come on, please hit. That hits.
Oh!
But wait, there's more. So it's 21 to hit and 19 total damage.
Nicely done.
I did the old spin it on a finger and blow. And then reload.
Okay.
Can I see if they got any ranged weapons on them or not?
You want to see what they're armed with?
Yeah. Are they all melee or are they ranged?
Make a perception check. Just to
Because I have got a bonus action which I could undo the reload with. I just remembered it's a spell I have. 15.
You can't see any ranged weapons on these chaps. They're all wielding crude, improvised weapons. They're chunks of wood with what looks to be pieces of metalwork maybe old pieces of machinery, all lashed in various places to provide sharpness to them.
I will reload with my bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, I can't see. It just says on the rune sword. It just says as part of an attack, you can expend 2 charges to deal an additional 2d8 lightning damage. It doesn't give a point to trigger it. But I'll maybe quiz Privateer Press because this is a first draft, essentially, of the rules, so that might need implementing. Okay, you done, Tuck?
Yes,
You are,
I am.
yes.
Yes.
So, Ingo.
First of all, Misha, can you confirm if that worked or not? Right, I'm going to move here, ish, and then my favourite spell. Where is it? No, not that one. That one. On this little fella.
Okay. So we need a square on him, and it's if he starts in it, yes. So it doesn't happen now, correct?
No, when he starts his turn in it, yeah.
Cool.
I hit him with that, and then I'm gonna toot at Solix.
With a bardic inspiration, yes.
Yeah, and I'll draw my pistol out as well. So
cool.
Dude, that's how we summon him at work.
It is. I sit upstairs. I just hear toot.
And that is me go.
Okay. The last juvenile is going to make a swim for it as well, given there's a Q on the log. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to take the dodge action because I've been completely forgetting to do things like that with the enemies. Phineas.
Cheating.
It's not cheating because generally speaking, when it comes around to them being attacked, I completely forget that they have. So I make the action, but then I forget about the result of it.
That is fair. I don't know what I want to. I think with Phineas, I'm very much gonna try and stay safe. Nothing I really want to do. I'll just maybe move 5 foot further away. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna say to my Pegasus sheep, "Get him, boy," and get him to fly down and attack this guy again.
Okay.
Oh,
A 10 is unfortunately a miss.
and then he flies back up.
Yep.
I'm using half my movement down, half my movement up. That's cool.
That is absolutely fine. So, you are therefore 30 feet away from them, in laterally and vertically, etc., etc.
If that works, yes.
That's fine. It's up and down on roll 20 is definitely an abstract. So, by saying I'm using half in, half out, allowing you to be 30 feet away in a direction of your choosing, essentially.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to be 30 foot away, but I would like to be just like more above him, maybe 10 foot away, but directly above him by 30 foot.
Yeah. So on the Pythagoras, you know that bit you always forget from school that everyone says you'll never use, and you play D&D and things fly. And you're like, ah.
I'm just too high up. That's all I want.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, the juvenile is going to take that cloud of daggers. 8 damage.
Hypotenuse? Was that too late? Sorry.
A little bit
It's
too
late.
late.
Yeah.
And then he is going to attack Solix. First of all, he is going to swing his glaive at you, which is going to be a miss.
A little bit of a tickle.
And his snappy bite is also going to be a miss.
Oh, I like that it's called a snappy bite.
Okay.
Sort of makes it cute.
Got some snappy bites with my nuggies.
The gateman behind is going to push his way onto the boat, past him, and is also going to go for Solix.
Oh, hello.
With a bite.
That hurt. Ow!
And a glaive attack. So you are not only are you hit, you are also grappled.
Okay.
Which is, let me find a thing for that. That'll do.
He's restrained.
No, he's not restrained. He's grappled.
Oh.
Sorry, and the target is restrained. Yes. So grapple reduces your speed to 0. And restrained means that your attacks are at disadvantage and attacks against you are at advantage.
I'll glance around and go, look, this one's giving me a cuddle.
Not quite a cuddle. A cuddle with his jaws.
Okay, right, like I'm like in his mouth right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. On to the next gatorman down here is going to climb up the boat then. And who do we go for? Let's see. Tok had the really loud bang, so we'll try and bite Tok. For a 13, Tok?
Hold on. No, that misses.
And swing the glaive at Ingo. For a 10.
Haha. No.
Okay. Arwin, your turn.
So, as his focus is on Tok, I'm going to snatch out my 2 daggers, my +1 and my ordinary dagger.
Yep.
I'm going to attempt to jump onto its back and stab the daggers into either side of his eyes.
Okay. Make your attack rolls and we'll see what happens.
Okay. Now's the time to shine. Okay, I'll try the other one because, well, the first one was very embarrassing. Well, that's flustered me so much. I don't know actions, and I'll go to actions. There you go. Right, okay, cool.
A 12 does hit. 12 does hit.
Ooh,
So
okay.
the second one lands on target, and we're going to do 2 plus the 7, so 9 damage to him. Because you still get your sneak because you didn't use it because the other attack missed.
Yes,
but
you're very kind.
And I would like you to make an acrobatics test, please.
We're going the right way now.
Indeed, you manage to, rather than getting purchase in his eyes with your daggers, you do manage to kick back off of his back and land correctly on the deck of the ship.
Ta-da!
Solix.
Okay, so I can try and break out of the grapple with advantage because it's a strength roll.
Yes, so the grapple, to break out the grapple, you can either use acrobatics or athletics. In your case, athletics with advantage would be best, and the DC is 12 to get out. So, yes, that would be your action to do so. You are no longer grappled or restrained.
And then there's not a lot else I can do, I would wager.
Correct, because you're limited on bonus actions unless you've got any bonus action spells, but I don't know if you do.
No, not really. No, nothing that's going to be.
You're more the action boy, aren't you?
Yeah, well, my channel divinity is an action, isn't it? So it's all like I can't do the.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, I'm all action boy, so that's fine. I just wanted to not be in his teeth, really.
Yeah, that's a fair plan. Tok.
Right, I don't like being up close and personal, so I am.
Oh, sorry, I just had a thing to say, Tok. Sorry, as I did that, I was meant to say, "Joke's on you! I imagine I taste terrible." That was it. Sorry, I needed. Sorry, back to you.
I mean, you eat bacon. They do say you are what you eat, and you eat a lot of bacon, so you probably taste like bacon.
That's true.
Right,
Bacon.
Not being a fan of being up close and personal, I will take an attack of opportunity and go back to here.
Okay. He will try and bite you. For a 10.
That misses.
Whew.
and I'll go, aha, and I'll shoot him. And I'm going to use my last rune shot of this short rest, and I will use a trick shot, which is the ricochet one.
Yep.
So, Mage Rock Pistol, bang bang, 23 to hit.
That hits.
So 10 damage.
Where is the ricochet going?
I'm shooting this bloke here.
Yep.
And then the ricochet is going to go after the little bloke here.
Okay.
Because it's 30 foot. So I need to roll again, don't I?
Yes, you do. It's another attack.
It misses.
8 is going to be a miss, yeah.
Oh well. And then I'll bonus action reload.
Cool. Ingo.
I'm gonna just toot real hard at the boy in front of me. Where is it? Where is it? Let's hit him with one of these. At that level.
Mega toot.
Okay. Where are you? Wisdom save. Yeah, he's not very wise. So,
So
that was
3d6
one big high
psychic.
3d6 psychic 13.
Yep. And then he has to run away from us.
I just read that on a fail save and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows. It's used its reaction this round to try and attack Tok.
Dang.
Forget that's a reaction.
It true though.
Damn attack of opportunity.
So, anything else?
Nope. That's me.
Okay. The little juvenile at the back is going to climb up onto the boat and come and help his larger friend with a bite. He's going to bite against Ingo. No. And swing his glaive at Tok, given that it's a reach weapon.
Ooh.
That hits.
Okay.
Just while we're here, Chris.
Yep.
One thing I noticed when we went over to the official.
Yep.
So from what we originally set up, I originally set it up as D10s is what I was advised. It was my hit dice.
Right.
So it's actually D8. So I've adjusted my hit points now to go back. So I've just rolled 3D8 off screen.
Okay.
And I've adjusted it now.
Have you adjusted the token or just your... I know it looks at your...
It's automatically adjusted. I've adjusted the hit point maximum and then down my hit points as well.
Cool. Okay,
A bit
no
more
problem.
You know. Unfortunately, Buck will not be the second tank of the team. Imagine a little gobber potentially having like 160 hit points, same as Troll King.
Okay, so that's hit you for 7, and it's Phineas's turn.
Now that it's getting a little bit hairy on the boat, I will take out my quarterstaff and I will one up to this little guy and try to bop him.
Yep.
Two-handed.
Oof, that hits.
Yeah, I'm actually quite strong. It's because I'm so large. I just can't really take a hit. Yeah. And then, again, I'll be like, all right, get him, boy, but this time to stack them. So I'm going to have Clarence come down, attack this big fella.
Yep. Is a hit.
Good old trusty Clarence.
And then he's going to stay there and he's going to be all sheepy and flappy with his big Pegasus wings and his fluffy, fluffy wool.
I thought you said a frappe then. I was thinking, I could do one then now.
You mean a hype shake, my friend?
Hype shake!
I might get one of them on a bike tomorrow.
And that is my goal.
It is the juvenile in the cloud of daggers then.
Ha! Ignis.
Nice.
Wow. That juvenile is sliced to ribbons by the cloud of daggers and ceases to be a threat.
Expires.
Okay, Gatorman up there is going to bite at Solix again because he didn't like not having him in his teeth. For a 16 is a miss, isn't it?
It is a miss.
And he's going to swing his glaive round at Clarence now that there's an opportunity. Oh,
It's because he's got the sweet, sweet taste of Solixy bacon on his in the back of his throat.
Gatesman down here then is going to bite at Ingo for a 6 and swing his glaive at Arwen for an 18.
Seems a bit mean to me, but okay. Yep.
Ingo slippery today.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So far.
And it is Arwen's chance to retaliate.
Well, I'm going to repeat the previous performance. I think I'm going to, holding my 2 daggers, I'm going to jump at the creature's. Can I get onto its back?
You can attempt to.
I want to attempt to.
Okay. So make your acrobatics roll first. Okay. Make your attack rolls.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Bear with me a sec.
Oh dear. I miss him just slide down the side of the ship into the water.
Okay, you do miss with both of your attacks, and you end up plop swimming in the water on the other side.
I flipping knew it. Okay, I'm going to get my water wings out and blow them up, put them on.
Okay, Solix, your turn.
Okay, right. Well, we are going to throw everything we got at this chappie next to me. After seeing Ingo's air scissors chop up the this one's young one, we're going to take great pleasure in one of them, which is probably not very good.
It hits.
It's for a 3. So, and then we will expand and see if we can do a little bit more.
You have got Bardic Inspiration if you want to do even more damage as well.
Oh yeah, we'll take a Bardic Inspiration as well for D6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Ooh, it's still there.
Oh, so close.
So close. Tok.
Is he looking fairly worse for wear now?
Oh, he's looking very worse for the wear. Yeah, lightning's still playing across him, and there's this little twitch on the side of his face. But yeah, he is just hanging on.
Right. I'll shout to Arwen before I do anything. No time for going for a swim now, mate. Come
Hey,
on.
the water's lovely. Come in. Come in.
No.
The water's lovely.
The little one here, he's getting on my nerves. So I'm going to shoot him with a wild shot, which is that one there.
Yep.
So it's a normal shot, and then we add D8,
A D8 of random damage.
a random D8ness.
Okay.
Oh man, what am I playing at? I just realised that I had like Divine Smite. I had all sorts of other like. What am I doing? Never mind.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Someone's got to forget something at the beginning of the session to make
Yeah,
everyone else remember. Don't
Yeah, at the moment it's Mark's forgotten how to roll properly. Right.
Sorry.
Oh, there we are. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That is going to be a miss.
Right, okay then. I'll just reload my gun and stand there smiling.
Okay. Ingo, your turn.
I'm going to toot some more. It's working out.
Okay.
Where is it? Just so I can. I'm going to Dissonant Whispers again.
On the big one again?
Yes, on the guy in front of me. There we go.
Yeah, the big one to your left, yeah?
Yeah. Oh,
Awesome.
sorry. Before I do that, if I move here, do I take an attack of opportunity? Because I'm still.
No,
in
you're
combat.
still in melee with both of them.
Yeah, because then I'm with both sides of this guy, aren't we? So we should get. Is that how it works?
If you're playing flanking, then yes, but we haven't been.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I played a session with some friends and thought.
No, it's an optional rule. I use it in one of my other sessions, but I do find that quite often it results in people making weird combat decisions to get flanking rather than fighting as you would normally fight. So, yeah. Well, if like loads of you are mobbing up on something, then I might give it as a situational bonus, but not as a standard thing.
Cool, that's all right. I'll just stay where I am and do my tooting at him.
Okay, so it's a wisdom saving throw. Is a 6, he's failed it.
Oh, not D20. That's not how much damage it is.
3d20, that would be a bit mean, wouldn't it?
That'd be great.
Oh!
All that.
Oh! Oh, man!
What dirty.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Okay.
It's not had its reaction, has it?
It's not had its reaction, so it is heading away. We're going to have to go that
Those
way.
Those gator men absolutely hate the bagpipes. That's what we've learned.
Yeah.
Can
Are
I?
the bagpipes made out of gator leather?
No, they're like
yes, you can make your attack of opportunity there.
cool. Can I do it with my pistol?
No, it's a melee weapon, so
Okay.
you can do it with your pistol. You could pistol whip and
Pistol
make
whip
an improvised attack.
Okay, so I said I had my pistol out before. That I wouldn't have time to swap my.
Correct. It has an attack of opportunity has to be with what you currently have in your hand.
Okay, cool. I'll
So-
punch it with my pistol then.
Yep.
As it runs away. So what do I need to roll for that? Because I haven't got it set up. On.
So it would be a strength-based attack for an improvised melee attack. So roll your strength +2. So d20 +2 plus your strength modifier, which is
D20 +2.
cool. Okay. I believe that improvised attacks are d4, but you now get 2d4 because you've just crit. So 5 plus your strength of 0, is it your
0,
strength
yeah.
mod? So it does 5 damage. It's enough. He's done it.
Just pistol whip it as it's running away.
Doc is furiously writing down notes now.
As he pistol whips with the back of his pistol, he'll spin it round and have it pointing back and look at Doc like, "Did I do it right?"
4 out of 7.
Okay. Fantastic. The juvenile in combat with Phineas and Ingo. Then.
Sorry, before I finish my turn,
Yep.
I'll he's nearly dead. I'll two-tap Phineas.
Okay, the bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I need to start calling everything.
I was going to say,
two-tap,
I do
don't
have to check, because so far you've tooted for Dissonant Whispers and tooted for Combat Inspiration. I've got make sure we get that the right way round, and you don't Dissonant Whispers Phineas.
Yeah, I'll combat inspiration on Phineas.
So the juvenile in combat with the pair of you then is going to bite at Ingo.
Oh, I deserve that.
I think you're right there. And he's going to swing his glaive at Phineas.
yeah, that got me.
Oof.
But good job for those temporary HP, eh, guys?
Oh yeah.
Did everybody else forget?
No, I'm
No, I took mine.
Cool.
I put them on the character sheet, but then when I removed them for that damage, then I forgot to. I just went straight for my HP. Right, I fixed it.
The other thing you can do from a bookkeeping perspective, if you double click on your token, you should then see the 3 bars, the green, the blue, and the red bars. The red one we use for health, but the green one is your AC. But the blue bar is vacant. If you put 2 numbers in that for your temporary hit points, for example, it will actually pop a blue bar onto your character, onto your token, so that you can see.
Cool.
In much the same way that the red one is for your health, you can have a blue one there for temporary hit points.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Cool.
Okay, continuing on then, Phineas.
Well, this little fella deserves another buff with a quarterstaff. Oh, never mind.
You got bardic inspiration?
Oh, I will use it. It's a D6, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Does 8 damage. Did you take your concentration check?
No, thank you. I'm okay. I think. How much was the damage?
It
It was 11, but 8 of it was temporary HP. Does that affect it?
No, it'd still do 11 damage. So what's the DC of it?
It would be 10 or the damage, so it would be 11.
Ooh.
Bye-bye, Quowens. Look.
No, Clarence!
I thought it was half damage or 10, whatever the highest.
Oh, half damage?
Isn't it half of the damage taken
Or 10?
Hang on.
or 10?
Let's have a search.
But if you get clobbered by something with, like, say, a dragon with Cone of Cold and it hits you for 52 damage, you're never ever going to do that. But if you half it, there's a chance you might do a 26 if you've got a good con.
Taking damage. Yeah. DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher.
So I just beat it.
You just passed, yeah.
Yeah, you beat it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look,
Clarence is back!
Clarence disappears for a millisecond.
For a minute, Phineas was like, oh no, I can't concentrate him anymore. Oh wait, yes I can.
Sorry to jump in with the rules lawyering, but
No?
No, that was, I appreciate that, thank you.
Anything that keeps Clarence in the game is fine by me.
It's Clarence's turn.
Yeah, and he's gonna, actually he's just right in front of him, isn't he? So he's just gonna bat his wings in his face.
And miss.
And because wings aren't very good to attack with, that would be why.
Indeed.
Try harder, Quowens. Okay, that's it.
He's gone. So it is the big fella who is gonna snap his jaws at Clarence.
Oh.
Yes.
And make a glaive attack at Solix and miss.
Yes.
Okay. Arwin.
There's not a lot I can do, really. I mean, it looks like there's one on the ship, but I can't see him because I'm in the water.
Correct.
There's one over there that I can't reach. So I'm just going to use my movement to swim back and climb back on board the ship, I think.
Okay. So that'll be to make the distance and the climb, that'll be a move and a dash.
Yep.
But as a rogue, that's only a bonus action. So you do actually have an action spare.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice to know. Okay, everyone cross your fingers. I'm going to draw my short bow from my back and snap an arrow into it, line up a shot, close both my eyes.
Specifically an
pray.
arrow you've knocked in it, yep.
Yeah, it's not a sword, it's an arrow. Yeah. Stick with me. This is specialist stuff.
Which one are you aiming for?
I don't care, any of them. All of them. Probably this little fella, is it? Just here?
The little fella, yep. So
The little fella.
that is going to be the 8 damage, because you get the sneak. Awesome.
Okay.
Solix.
Solix is just going to swing around with this weak-looking dude. He's turned around to face Clarence. He tried to swing at me, didn't he?
He did.
So,
It's going to be a miss.
That's all right. I'll just wait for another chance.
Talk.
right. So I'll just shoot at him again.
Okay.
Give me a minute, por favor. I need to do knock that one down. There you go. Right. Right. So shoot at him with my pistol. 18 for 8 damage.
The little one or the big one?
Little fella here.
Cool. There's a solid hit. He is looking like he is towards the end of his life. But he is still standing. Anything else?
No. I'm
Reload.
enough of that. Reload, yeah.
Ingo.
It's everyone's favourite rapier time.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Is a hit.
That one damage!
Always
Does some
one damage.
It's a rule. I think it can only do 1 damage. I've never seen it do more.
It's consistent.
Yeah, it's consistent. So this time,
I can't wait to hit level 5 so I get 2 attacks to do 2 damage.
it's its turn. It's going to switch it up this time and try and bite Phineas.
Oh wow, yeah, owie.
Hang on a sec. Is that? I clicked on the wrong sheet, but actually the attacks are the same. So you're not grappled though, because this is only a juvenile.
Okay, but 10 damage all the
But
same.
the damage is the same, yes. And
Owie.
Glaive attack against Ingo.
Mate.
I thought maybe it would miss with the bite and hit with the glaive, and it would share the love between you guys, but apparently not. It is Phineas, your turn. That is another concentration check.
No. This time, that really did hurt. I'm now trying to decide what the odds are. I'm just going to hit him. He got rid of Quowance. I'm very upset by that.
That does hit.
Have it
That
in
definitely
the
does
eyes.
hit. You club him round the head, and you just see the light fade from his eyes, and he slumps to the deck.
Yeah. And then I just quietly just regret that Quavance wasn't here to see it. But that's me.
It's the big fella. He is going to make his last, well, I assume is going to be his last attacks against Solix then, with a bite.
We all know that depends on a number of things.
And a glaive. And it's now Arwen's turn. He unfortunately, his weakened state didn't allow him to connect with either of those.
So I'm going to dodge across the boat to there to get a clean shot at the big fella.
Yep.
And then carefully selecting an arrow from my quiver, I will...
12 misses, unfortunately.
I will scare it. That was my intent. I wanted to frighten it. I wanted to run away. No success.
Solix, your turn.
Ah!
It's a good hit. It's good. It does it. With your final swing of the combat, you cleave its arm off, and it's the last blow that it needs just to take it down.
Don't bite me.
I so wish I'd had the chance for a death roll. I really wanted to have a chance at a death roll.
Yeah, when you said water combat, it was like he's going to do the crocodile thing. Oops.
Yeah, I'm not kidding either. I'm just going to pop it in for you guys to see, because I really wanted to death roll something.
Oh, that's
well,
horrible.
I'm glad it never came to that.
And just say, yeah, guys, I survived the combat. I may have 8 health. I mean, I may feel 8 bad right now, but I'm still here, guys. And for that, I'm just going to quickly cure wounds on myself.
Yep.
Just in case.
No problem.
And I will take it.
So
You got any of those good berries or whatever they're called?
I actually don't think I do, because I ran out of spell slots before the last long rest. So I currently don't.
Fair enough.
okay, so you're feeling 8 better now.
I am. I'm like a good solid 16. That's a good average for me.
Fantastic. So with the combat finished, as the last Gatorman hits the deck, Squint, after a few minutes of you can hear some sort of cussing and whatnot coming from below, as Squint is furiously trying to get his ship in some sort of order. Squint climbs up from below, covered in grease and coal dust. The damn lizard stuck us but good. The port paddle wheel is wrecked, and the whole drivetrain's out of true. The master coupling has lost some teeth, and even the boiler's got a leak. At least the hull's intact, but it's got to take at least 10 hours to get her moving again. And that will be lucky to make half speed. He pauses for a moment. Look, I don't know where you're going, but by the directions you gave me, it's but a short hike from here. May as well go do what you came to do, but hear this. As soon as I get this tub fixed, I'm turning it around, and the charter be damned. 10 hours from now, I steam for Corvus. I suggest you be here. Squint turns and heads back down below. One more thing, he says, turning to face you. If you want to get back home, you better find a way to keep the lizards away. If they get to us, you're never getting out of here. With that, he heads back below.
So now we're in even more of a time limit. Wonderful.
Well,
I feel like my mum's just told me off.
Right, I guess we better start making our way then, lads.
Making my way down.
yeah, no, I agree. And also, I'm getting... Healing is incredibly stressful. I hope you realize this. It takes a lot out of me, and it makes me very sleepy. So if by any chance we could try to talk to the next thing that tries to kill us first, I mean, I can talk to freaking animals. I'm just saying, I can give it a go. I'm weary. I've killed a lot the last few days, and it's not sitting too well with me. I'll be completely honest. But, you know, by all means, carry on doing what we're doing. I'm just saying, can we try something else? Just once.
For your sake, I guess. We can...
There is
try and
another
make it
way.
dramatic.
But yes, we should get moving.
If we step back and they start to eat you, can we then, can we intercede at that point?
That seems reasonable.
Okay, so we've got a plan. That's all I wanted to know.
Only attack in self-defense.
Oh, yeah, no, that is a good one. I will write that one down.
Hang on a minute, you right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my intelligence is average.
Okay.
Solix looks over jealously.
It's written in Sylvian, in my own druidic language that no one else probably speaks.
Okay, you heading down the log. Then it's relatively easy to walk down onto the bank, and the tracks of the gatormen are easy to see. The ground is a bit it's soft, but it's not so soft that the tracks have disappeared into the marsh. But it's soft enough that it's picked up the tracks very very easily, and you can quite easily follow them back the way they came.
Oh, I take my Wazerbats out of the box and put them back in my coat pocket and feed them some meat for the second time today.
Okay. Okay.
Well remembered.
So the sun is getting low in the sky today. Currently, it's coming towards early evening at this point.
Feed them for the third time today.
You only picked them up about lunchtime, so you're
Oh,
all right.
That's all right then.
You're fine. Yeah, you did pick them up today.
Ah, cool, yeah.
It's been a week, but yeah, it was only today.
It's been a week.
And it's been one of those weeks. Okay, so following the tracks, you come up after about a mile or so. Following these tracks, you come upon the outskirts of the Gatorman village. So
Remember the plan, guys.
let's have a look. Have I done this? You guys won't be able to see anything because your tokens aren't there yet. Bear with me. That's better. Not glint. Solix. Tok. Owen. And Ingo. Can you all see?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So zoom out for the stream slightly and show what you can see. So from your vantage point back here in the rocks and the trees, you can see a series of huts. You can and some sort of crude fence type system around it, and you can see some of the Gatormen are patrolling it.
Looking serious.
Okay, guys. I don't think we should go in as a big group. That may startle them. I think Ingo and I should leave our weapons here and walk up to the gate and announce ourselves loudly, saying we mean no harm. We know that people came through here before us, and we can say that that is a travesty, and sorry we didn't ask permission for these lands. Basically, if they have a leader, I think we should talk to them.
Yep. And if things go edgeway, I can use my charm person. I hope.
And if things get very dicey for the two of us, I will turn into a horse, you jump on me, and I will book it out of there. Okay?
Well, I'll leave my pistol and my rapier here, but I'll take my walking stick.
Sonic's glance over at Tok and goes, turn into a horse.
You know I can... Never mind. And to be fair, with Tok and Arwen, you guys are really good at the old ranged and the old sneaking. If you just want to cover us, but you know, just in case, that would be cool. I know it's a long shot, and thank you guys. I mean, I'm telling you, this is the way forward. You will sleep much better tonight forward. And I start walking forward, if I may. Oh, as long as everyone's okay with this plan.
Yep, I'm happy.
Yep.
Okay.
Go for it.
So the entrance appears to be a bit further down. I don't know if you can. I don't know how
To the
zoomed
south?
you are. Go south. So I mean, you can see what appears to be a slightly more enclosed fence area with a gateman behind it at the north end. But heading down this way, you can see a slightly more open entranceway with a gateman standing guard.
It's here, is it?
Yes.
Oh, I quickly whispered to Ingo, "Don't mention that we just killed 4 of them," and then start announcing, "Hello, creatures of the bayou. We mean you no harm. We wish to parley and have a chit chat, if we may. Does anyone speak common?" And I repeat this again in Sylvian and Ogren.
Okay. So as you approach, the gateman on the gate, for want of a better word, the gateway, he picks up that you're there. He's looking at you, not aggressively, but he's guarded. You guys. This is why he's not attacking you. You're not presenting any kind of threatening presence at the moment. There's 2 of you. There appears you can see into the village already. There's lots more in there. So he's watching you as you approach. It doesn't appear to be much recognition on his face over the words you're using. It's difficult to discern given the slightly odd nature of the face. But you get the impression that he's open to the approach, but he's being wary.
Okay.
I think we'll get just far enough away so it doesn't seem like we're going to suddenly attack and start trying to chat to him. Phineas, this is you.
Okay. Yeah. I was saying we mean no harm. I will let you know. We do have 3 other members to our party. We didn't want to upset or offend you by appearing in a group, but they also mean you no harm. So do not fear if you see some little goblins in a twelkin. And then I would like to offer him a food ration that I don't have.
Okay, I'll offer him it.
Good.
I've got some.
What is the ration? What kind of ration is it?
It's flat pork meat.
Oh, good. He has some flat meat. Yeah.
Okay. So the gateman, he's looking at you. There doesn't appear to be any recognition of the words you're speaking, but he turns around to speak into the village in a series of grunts, whistles, and all sorts of animalistic noises that is clearly a language, just one that you cannot fathom. And another one of his compatriots comes up to the gate. Sorry, no, wrong one. This one. This one comes up to the gate. He appears to be a little bigger. He's also carrying a rifle. It doesn't fit the character of these guys. Everybody else is using crude weaponry. What was that to make it go big, Owen? Was it Control M?
Shift Z.
Shift Z. I don't know what I thought Control M. I don't know what I've gone onto the map layer. Oh, I found another shortcut. Awesome. Wrong shortcut. There we go.
Dial M for map.
He's cool.
So
Good thing, Tom.
Whoa.
he is. So the rifle itself actually looks better than that. It's quite a finely crafted rifle. And to your eye, Ingo, it looks like it probably would have fit the impression in the rifle case from the boat. He is, however, not holding it in the typical way you would hold a rifle. It appears to be holding it in the same way that they are all holding their clubs. However, it is a big chunky rifle and could do some damage. So, there we go. He appears to be... he croaks out a few words in common, or in Signaran, which is common for the area. Parley, no threat.
Absolutely.
No.
No.
Hands up.
We wish to help. Help.
He looks quizzically in a weird way that a crocodile can look quizzically at you. Help?
I point
You
to his
follow.
gun. Oh well, I point to Ingo, point to his gun, and be like, "You want to know how to use that? My friends know how to use those."
And he swings it in front of him, like holding the barrel, and just swings the stock around.
At which
I'll
point,
use it fine.
I try and call over the others to say that we've got a talking going on, but like, come Schwowie guys, there's something here for you. And again, try and reassure them that they're in no danger at all, as hopefully the others hear me and approach.
Do you hear him?
You wouldn't hear unless you're shouting, Phineas, but you can see. You've been watching Phineas, and you can see the hand motions. So yeah, if you would understand.
I'll just to this bloke, like, are you only one who can speak like us?
Well, yeah, this guy.
I
think he's forward.
You follow.
Okay.
And he starts walking back inside the village.
And I'll start following him.
Okay. The guard on the gate lets you through, and this guy leads you back through the tents, through to another tent over this side.
This is all of us now, is it?
So he said follow. So far, Ingo's the only one that has followed. You've seen them start walking, so you can follow if you want. The guard on the gate appears to be he's not at ease, but he's not threatening.
As we're walking, I make sure that every alligator that's looking, just good morning, good evening, good evening, hello, good evening, every single one of them as I'm going by.
Okay. Are you coming in, Tok?
Yes.
Cool.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I was admiring his gun.
So he has led you to
Fucking pot.
what you can definitely tell is an older gator. He's looking. Ooh, wrong button again. He's covered in talismans and bones and all sorts, and he is quite clearly some kind of shaman, spiritual leader, and appears to be the focal point of the tribe. And in broken Signaran, but conversational. Hello. My chief here says you want to help us. Your kind have only caused us harm. Why should you want to help us?
Well, to be honest, we're trying a new thing. It's all very much my idea, in the sense of I don't like hurting people, and we definitely hurt people in the past. I'm not going to lie to you, but we have no intention of hurting you guys. And if we can help and become friends, and so do hand holding, do a little bit of this. all the stuff. We will gladly. Oh, but basically, we don't mean you harm. So please don't hurt us and our shipmates.
What of the others that have come through our territory?
Well, we are hunting those mothers down.
What my friend is trying to say is that without each other's help, things could get a lot worse for your kind and our kind.
Well, we certainly can't have that. I appreciate your offer of aid. We've come under vicious attack from your kind. Ironically, there's only one human here, but he's looking at Ingo as he says this. And we've suffered losses. Our hatchlings are too young to fend for themselves, and we were concerned for our livelihood, for our lives and our tribe. Your offer of help is welcome. As you look around, you see one of the gatemen, this one over here, is missing his lower arm.
Did we keep it when we found it?
I don't know, did you? Did somebody pick up the claw from the boat?
I feel like someone did, but...
Now that you mention it, so do I, but I can't remember.
Sounds like Mark would have stolen it.
I feel like I kept it for my razor bats.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I remember now.
Did you feed it to them?
I'm pretty sure that's already eaten.
That's fine.
Okay.
But yes, you recognise that is the gateman that has lost his arm.
Does he still appear to be in lots of pain? Has the bleeding been staunched yet?
It's been staunched, yeah, it's been cauterised.
Cool.
I'm going to teach the bosses, like, if you do like this and show that you're not going to do any, you're not trying to hurt anyone, like we did, you might find a bit more luck when coming across some of my kind. And I apologise for the rest of my kind. Like, I'm sorry, I'm one of them. Like, that's
your kind has hunted ours as trophies for generations. It is not in human nature to be nice to our kind, and as such, we have learnt to be very defensive over the generations, and over your generations, we live to remember. But it's nice to meet a not aggressive member of your race. It restores a faith in goodness.
Yeah, we keep him in check.
it's true. Yeah,
He's a dwarf, essentially.
yeah. I'm basically a dwarf. I was raised by them. Might as well just be. I'll speak a bit of Dwarvish and see if they can understand that at all.
No, they can't. This guy's struggling with his Signarin, and but you can tell he is trying. He's trying to converse with you in the best he can. We just wish to be left alone to live our existence. No human has a need to come this deep into the forest. But if you, as you say you will, are here to deal with those that have caused us trouble, please go with our blessing.
I'll slowly creep forward and go up to the one with the gun, and I'll gently, as if to put a hand up and pull out my rifle, and go, try and compare it. And while I'm there, I'll give him some bullets as a gesture of goodwill.
Make a perception roll for me.
21.
So you're looking at his anatomy and you're looking at the rifle, and his fingers are too big to actually operate this rifle effectively. As soon as he stuck his finger in the trigger guard, he'd pull the trigger and probably get his finger stuck in there.
I'll hold my hand up then, and I'll pull out my tinker's tools. I'm sure there'd be a little fire bandsaw, a mini hacksaw sort of thing in there, would there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll cut away the trigger guard, make it easier for him to fire it, and I'll just say, be careful with trigger. You will hurt someone if not careful. And I'll give him 16 rounds for it.
Perhaps you should demonstrate what it is so he understands.
So I will point at, for example, this log, and I will hold up my gun and shoot it, and then I go, you go, and see if he can do the same.
Okay, are you gonna shoot it with a round in?
I'll shoot one of my rounds, and then I'll give him a round. I'll give him 16 rounds, and then go, you shoot.
Okay.
This is where he comes and murders me now.
No, he'll have a go. Let me grab his character sheet again and see how he goes. So whilst you're working on it, you can see that it's a finely crafted weapon inlaid with brass and silver filigree. It's got a wide bore and a long, heavy barrel. It's a breech loader, and it breaks open like a shotgun does, so you can load the round in the back. And to all intents and purposes, it's a military rifle, so it's quite a nice bit of kit, and it's definitely well made. He's going to have a shot. He is not proficient with it. His shot goes wide, but he does gets the impression that this is how you're supposed to do it, and with some practice.
Well, this is. I mean, I'm trying to do this while they're all chatting, so just trying to save us time.
No, that's fine.
And while they're doing that, I'll take it off him. I'll give him a quick clean with my gun cleaning kit. Try and just tidy it up for him, so we maintain it a little bit for him.
As you go to clean it, you notice it's not been used yet. It's not actually been hit against anything yet either. It's in not pristine, but it's in pretty good nick already. It doesn't require any maintenance at this time.
I pat him on the knee because that's probably as high as I can reach, and go, "You got a good gun there," and I'll walk away.
Cool. So he's gonna be over there with his gun for a bit.
Hear an occasional bang, shooting everything. The population of squirrels were reduced that day.
So as you are in the village, you are, where is it? You notice off to one side. No, wrong button. Show to players. That one. Show to everyone. You notice this sticking out of the hillside that the camp is nestled in, down to the south. Down, you guys down here.
Holy moly!
That's cool.
You recognise it as a steamjack, but it is massive. Easily 4 times, maybe 5 times the size of the steamjacks you've seen in town and the steamjacks you know of. You are aware, though, that when steamjacks were first created, it was actually colossals that were created. They were massive monstrosities that were used to throw the Orgoth out of the Iron Kingdoms. What would have been, what was 602 AR now, so 600 years ago. After a period of time, these colossals were decommissioned. They were used in warfare between the Iron Kingdoms for a while, but they were found to be too cumbersome and whatnot. And you also notice that the weapons that the tribe are using actually appear to, the metal from them appears to have been scavenged from the machinery inside this thing. So you can see from where you are, you can see they've like broken through the armor plating and they've been going inside and collecting elements of it. You don't know what's left in there, but it's definitely an interesting find in the swamps. But the Gatorman, what's he called? Shaman, is so with our. Would you assemble for our tribal blessing and chant with us, and we'll bless your mission to rid our lands of these interlopers.
I'll take my bagpipes and be out. I can join in.
You can see various drums and things like bone shaped, pieces of bone that have been shaped into like drumsticks and stuff like that. So there appears to be a percussive element to their ceremony. But yeah, they start chanting, and a few of them start banging on their drums, and you get this sense of a rhythm, and you can join in.
Oh hell yeah!
Can I see how good I am? At it? I just think how good I am.
You want to make a performance check?
Oh, that's the one.
You are completely off key, and the lot of you, it's almost painful to the ear, with this massive tonal difference between what the bagpipes are doing and what these drums are doing, and the gatemen are chanting. But the gatemen appear oblivious to it, and they are.
Is that with your
It's my drum. I'm playing my drum.
Playing your button.
Solix feels the groove. Solix is into it.
Okay. We are, and in the process, you feel this wave of energy wash over you from this. It's not druidic magic, but you can feel it's come from nature. But there's not an evil and not a necromantic, but this magic isn't.
It's old magic.
Yeah, I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? Voodoo.
Hoodoo the voodoo.
That's what I'm going for. That sort of source of it, and it invigorates you. You are now going to level up to level 4.
Ooh.
And you will also gain the benefits of a long rest.
So basically, what we've had is a hyper shake.
Indeed.
Hype shake.
Hype shake.
Hype shake. Hashtag hype shake.
What? Jay,
The hell's benefits of hype shake?
what is a hyper shake, Jace?
Tom?
I'll leave it to James to describe.
No, I want to hear our customers do it. You started this, boys. You finish it.
I thought you were going to say when Ingo rolled a 1, I thought you were going to say, right, can everybody just roll initiative? That's offended. They are coming after you.
The worst part about it is I get +7 to my performance. So, like, even if I rolled a 2, that still would have been 9. But no, I got a natural 1.
Oh, yes.
I didn't get as much help as I wanted.
I got a max roll.
So, Mark.
Yeah.
If I try and whisper it back, I'm going to stuff it up.
No, that's fine. I mean, I'm not doing anything illegal.
If you want to go and speak to him,
Yeah.
you can do.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, how would you go about it?
So I'm going to walk up and I'm going to point at the rifle, and then I'm going to take out all the stuff that I've listed, and I'm going to put it on the floor in front of me, and I'm going to point at it and say, "Yours for the rifle."
Okay. What should we go for? Make a persuasion roll for me.
Okay. Oh, natural 22.
Yeah. So he eyes up the metal in the daggers, the sharp edges.
The rope really useful.
And yeah, seems keen for that. So yeah, Tuck, you spot out the corner of your eye that the gateman you've just taught to shoot has now just traded the rifle with Arwen for. You can see on the ground 2 daggers, a parcel of meat, and a coil of rope.
So I'm going to take the rifle. I'm going to walk over to Tuck, and I'm going to say, "I think it's going to be far more useful in your hands than mine." And he didn't seem to know what to do with it.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, is that a military rifle?
It is a military rifle, yes.
So many things I need to sort out now.
Oh, hey guys, that worked out well. Hey, look at that. Is everybody pleased that we didn't have to kill anybody?
So it's a military rifle. It's got a scope on it, and it is pretty finely crafted. That doesn't affect its combat abilities, but you can a gunsmith would definitely tell that its craftsmanship is above average.
Nice.
You do see on the stock, actually, etched into the stock, is that iron lightning bolt symbol.
Oh.
Orlock.
Just remind us what the name of that group was that had the eye and the lightning bolt.
So that was the symbol of the Signaran Inquisition, which was under the previous king, was their witch hunting agency, department. After the coup, the current king Leto disbanded it, rounded up most of them. However, a good chunk managed to flee and have been living as hired swords and whatnot since. Cool. So, you guys are free to move about the camp. However, it has probably been about an hour now since you left the boat.
And we have 9 hours to get back to the boat. I'll be honest with you guys. I think that stopping these people may take longer than 9 hours. At which point we'll figure out a way home from there. But I think our main priority is going to be stopping these people and not worry about getting back.
If we don't stop them, we're not going back either way, are we?
Yeah, you're right, buddy.
Well, we will be, but probably in small pieces.
Yeah, that worries me. I wonder how many pieces I can make.
Probably a bit more than me.
Right, has everybody leveled up?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think I just did it.
Do you want me to check, Tom? Or are you good?
Yeah. Now you can make sure that I did it right. I think I added my...
Chris, I think I was right in every time I level up I can change one of my spells. Was that right?
Yes. When you level up as a bard, you can change a spell you know with another spell of a level that you know.
Cool, I just changed all my cantrips, so...
Cantrips are a bit different.
Oh, can I not change cantrips?
You possibly can. Bear with me 1 second. But cantrips are different to spells.
Because I changed last time I changed and got Vicious Mockery with cantrips.
2 seconds.
So
the trouble is, each class has a different way of changing its spells around. Some of them just prepare everything at a long rest. Some of them know spells but get to change them. So, spells. Cantrips. Additionally, when you gain a level in this class, you can choose one of the bard spells you know and replace it with another bard spell from the bard spell list, which also must be a level for which you have spell slots. And that is in the spells known of first level and higher section. I don't know about cantrips. I don't see the issue with changing around a cantrip because it's generally of lower power than a spell. So, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy for you to do so. Okay. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. That's fine. If anybody finds anything to the contrary, it's not going to change my decision on this, but it'll be interesting to know one way or the other.
Cantrip's just a spell without a slot, isn't it?
Essentially, yeah. But because they level with characters and they can get pretty powerful as the characters level up, I could see a reason for not changing them. But if you've got like level 3 spells and you're allowed to change a level 3 for another level 3, I don't see the reason why you wouldn't be able to change a cantrip for another cantrip.
I mean, the one I got doesn't level up in any way, so...
So you've gone for pressed it.
I've spelled it correctly that time round, so there you go.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I just couldn't say it.
How do I can drag a cantrip onto my character sheet, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it automatically goes on there?
Yes.
And I just do that from the SRD?
Yes. So you open up your character sheet, click on the eye in the corner, type in the name of the spell, and just so long as you click and drag on the word, the name of the spell, not anywhere else, and then you drag it over your character sheet and let go. When you drag it over, the little box will pop up in the middle that says "Accept from Compendium." Don't hover over that box. Go like above or below that box, if you get what I mean. I'm watching your character sheet at the moment, but what are you?
I'm struggling, mate. I can't. Where am I looking?
So you're in the right place there. What spell are you trying to add?
Guidance, cantrip.
Guidance. So there you go.
Thank you.
Done.
Oh, lovely.
You'll have to go back and watch the episode where I did that. I can't remember which episode it was now, but I showed how that worked on stream.
I think I did, but I think you couldn't see part of it.
Right.
Yeah, the bit I wanted to see.
Yeah, think about it on
Because it was
stream.
the old view, wasn't it?
Yeah, thinking about it on stream, you don't see the top of the right-hand bar either, so no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, are we all ready to continue?
Sure, everyone. We did level up stuff.
We did. To be fair, we probably should have taken a break. It's 9:30, but let's crack on and we'll take a break shortly.
Cool.
So, forging on to the temple, it is not much further at all from where you were, and as you break through the trees, and all of a sudden in front of you, standing before you, is the Temple of Sirius. A titanic structure is perhaps 300 feet across, while being 200 feet deep. The top of the temple, perhaps 150 feet overhead, looms over the forest around you. And I have a picture of this one as well, don't I? Yeah, I do. There we go.
Ooh.
You can hear a faint grinding noise, and there is a throbbing underfoot, as if great machines were at work in the earth below you. Scattered around the temple grounds are a large number of totems covered in strange schematics. The temple's exterior is carved granite, shot through with an elaborate network of copper and brass piping. The metal all gleams as if it were just polished. There's not a speck of corrosion anywhere. Set into the centre of the temple's side is a giant rendition of Sirius herself. Below, copper-clad doors stand closed, waiting for the appointed hour to open. So, you are... Let me go and prepare the other map first. Yeah, this is a titanic structure in the forest. But there was just no way to see it until now. On the bayou and everything, you're just too low down. You get the impression if you'd climbed to the top of some really tall trees, you may have been able to make it out over the forest, but you also think that this is a massive structure to be hidden and almost nobody know where it is.
Yeah, Phineas actually is just sort of reflecting, and a little tear rolls down his eye because he was expecting a stone temple, and is very upset that the large volume of metal I'm about to have to face.
So the temple exterior is carved of granite, but there is copper.
It was way more metal than I was expecting. These Iron Kingdoms are a strange place.
I mean, Iron Kingdoms might give the game away slightly.
Not the Wooden Kingdoms. The Bamboo Kingdoms.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Lots of pandas everywhere.
I'm not going to waste a wild chat by turning it into a panda. Never mind.
Have you ever seen a panda before?
My spirit has seen almost every animal ever.
Yeah, that's a cop-out, and no.
Nah, I've seen the basics. But if it's an animal that appears in the other world that doesn't appear in this world, like a flying sheep, it's, yeah.
Okay. Explorable darkness. Reset the explorable darkness. And now, hopefully... Yeah. There we go. Let's pop you guys on the map then. You are stood in front of the temple.
And we're waiting for the time, right?
Yeah, so the sun, as you get here, the sun is just going down over the tops of the trees. And approaching the temple, you feeling this rumbling through the ground. It takes about half an hour I mean, this is total half an hour from leaving the Gatorman camp. To get there, you stop in front of the gates, and you're sort of looking up and admiring these copper, let's say, copper-clad doors. And just as the last of the light disappears down behind the trees, the doors start to move. They start to inch open very slowly to start with, and then increasing in speed as you can hear the machinery sort of starting up, whirring up, and revealing the interior.
Oh yeah.
Well, boys, this is what we're here for.
That which really just swept my mind. And we're looking for, or we are stopping. Which one is it?
Are you asking me or the group?
Well, the group at the moment, just for some bit of
I
fun.
think it's a little bit from column A and a little bit from column B.
Yeah, my
We're
concern
looking-
is currently we're first here.
Right, yeah. I mean, that didn't cross my mind until you just said it.
That's
Thanks for
actually
ruining my day.
That's actually a really good point. Where are they?
I mean, I don't really think if we're first here, we can get in, get what we need to get done first,
Which is-
and hopefully not have to worry about them.
Okay, good enough for me. I am in it.
Okay. So, you stepping inside?
Can we have hands in and Corvish past the law dogs before we go? Okay, CPLD on 3.
Okay.
1,
John, you
2,
count.
3. CPLD.
Can I look
There you
up?
Look up inside or look up outside?
I'm just checking if there's any goo things again.
Okay. Yeah, make a perception roll if you want to do that.
So many spots.
Chris is being suspicious, and I don't like it.
That's 13.
13. Okay. Not that you can see. Everything is clean. Everything is polished. There doesn't appear to be anywhere that anything could be hiding. The doors are wide open now.
Okay, let's head on in. Let's do this.
After you.
CPLD.
CPLD.
Okay, and folks, with that, we are going to go to a break. Catch us in 10 minutes, and we will continue the adventures inside the Temple of Sirius. We will see you shortly. And we are back. So let's crack on. The party has just stepped into the Temple of Sirius.
I feel that this could only go well.
You pass through the temple's doors into a cavernous chamber lit with a soft orange light. The room stretches back seemingly forever, and the vaulted ceiling is dozens of feet overhead. Intricate interlocking plates of brass, gleaming copper and iron cover every surface, and sculpted pillars line either wall. The smells of metal and ore are heavy in the air, and you notice a faint hum as if distant machines are working.
Okay.
Lead on and go.
I'll start wandering further in until I bot stuff.
Okay. So hopefully I've been a bit better at laying out the dynamic lighting on these maps, and you'll be able to see where the doors are instead of me having to tell you. So can you see either side of the one? And then at the end there's the little white rectangles. Yeah, they are your doors.
And it's light enough in here to see.
No, it's not even dim light. It's bright light. It's normal light. Yeah, the whole place is illuminated. You've got where is it? Let me just describe the. Where are they? Oh man, there's a really good description in here of the lights themselves. Here we are. Many glass globes spaced 20 feet apart illuminate the temple's interior. Each globe is mounted behind a steel grate in the wall. So the best description I've got is like on a ship you've got the light behind a shroud, behind a metal shroud. And they're everywhere. So they're illuminating the entire interior.
So we can see the doors we've got.
So you've got a door to your left, a door to your right where you are, and there is a door directly ahead of you.
I think an old party member of ours used to always say, right? So I think we should go left, lads.
Yeah, I didn't like him anyway.
Yeah. it took us in circles usually. Should we go this way? Solix, I'll let you do the honours if you fancy, my friend.
I would like to attempt to open the door using normal door opening techniques.
Okay, normal door opening techniques it is.
I walk through. What do I see?
More corridor. It's very much the same. There aren't really any distinguishing features. It's all very repetitive. You've got a door directly ahead of you and a corridor to your right. You notice that it's warm in here, almost uncomfortably warm. But other than that, there's nothing remarkable about anything in particular.
I think we should.
Should we open this one as well?
Yeah,
listen.
Yeah, listen at the door. Yeah. Have a listen then. Okay. The doors are quite heavy. They're not like light wooden doors, and you can't really hear anything through it.
I open the door.
Okay. Opening the door. Don't go in yet. Got you, Tom. Rose. So yeah, let's make a point. As doors open, let me describe the room before you step into it. And I may have
your soul licks in, your soul licks out. In, out, in, out.
Yes,
okay. Rows of benches and tables fill this room. Spilled glasses and plates of half-eaten food litter the floor and tabletops. Many of the tables are overturned, and scorch marks and bloodstains mar the otherwise pristine walls.
It would appear that our friends have already arrived.
Or at least there's something in here that's going to cause a bit of harm. Did you say there was some meat about?
Half-eaten food.
Is any of it meat that I could possibly feed to a razorback?
Have a look. Make
Cool.
an investigation or a perception.
Is this old food or is it fresh?
No, it's fresh. Phineas will discover that as he's looking around. No, it's all fresh, as are the bloodstains and whatnot. You can find some meat. It's not all meat, but there is some.
I just pocket a day's worth of razorback meat, like for
Is
the
it-
razorback.
Is it the same level of uncomfortable warm in here as well, or is this kind of more of a normal
No,
temperature?
it's the same. So the temperature hasn't really changed.
Okay.
Okay. Which way now? Who wants to point a direction?
Oh man, I forgot to put a door in. Whoops.
That way.
Okay, so you can see, because I forgot to put the door in, you can see into there that appears to be a kitchen. And from where you stand, cauldrons of bubbling food sit on red hot metal plates. Then the tables scattered about are covered with various tools and scraps of meat. Some of the tables are knocked over, and it looks like there was a fight in there recently. There's some more meat in there if you want, Phineas.
Cool. I will get 2 days worth of meat for the razorbacks then.
Cool. It doesn't take a cleric of Sirius to tell that this is simply a kitchen.
Can you show us where that room is? Sorry,
That was
the
number
kitchen.
4. Number 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Wow.
Okay.
April.
What about these doors up here, lads?
I will go to this one first, and we will open the door.
The one on the left, yes?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, this room is obviously a library. Racks of shelves line the walls, and arrays of bookcases occupy the floor. From where you stand, you can see books, scrolls, and tablets of all shapes and sizes. 2 brass globes float around the room's high ceiling. After a moment, one sweeps down towards you, extending its gleaming claw. Roll initiative.
A pleasure
No.
to meet you too, Spinny Globe friend.
Do we want to talk to these first, or?
Again, we are too late.
Yeah, I now get plus 12 instead of point 12 instead of point 11.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Well, I get 1.12.
No, I just get point 12.
Okay, cool.
Oh, they're
Nicely.
quick, boys.
Nicely done. One of them has sort of acted out of sequence and has swooped down with its claw extended to about there. I've just deleted the turn order. Whoops. There we are. Off you go. Talk.
Right. Have I got a clean line of sight on this?
On it, yes.
On it?
So let me just show you and everybody else what it looks like.
Oh,
Oh, it looks
like
kind of cute.
I
I
want to
love
pick one.
him.
I could have picked something which could have attacked these, but no. Chris said we won't get to the automatons for a while, so I ignored it. I thought, no, I'm not going to pull out anything which is going to help us attack them.
Did I? When did I say that? Lies.
Have a talk to the DM.
Evil lies.
Yeah. DMs, you can trust them. Right. Right then. Right, I'm just going to point at it. And I'm going to cast a cantrip at it
Okay.
as my action. I'm not actually shooting it. Shock horror. But I will point at it and go, "You're my favourite target," and cast True Strike on it.
Okay.
I get advantage on my first attack roll against it in my next round.
Okay.
That's how it works. Yeah.
Yes, that is how it works.
As if it's still alive by the next round.
Okay, so the one that you guys can't see yet, 30 feet speed, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and it can't quite come around the corner, so it's going to stop there. And the one in the doorway is going to come in and try and swing at you, swipe at you with its claw. For a 17, Solix.
It does not hit me.
Okay, the claw scrapes off your shield, and it's your turn.
We only came to return our books. You see, we've got an appointment.
A 22 is a hit. Your blade counts as magical, doesn't it? So, okay.
And then we are expending and doing.
Are you now? Okay.
Yes, that's allowed.
So as you hit it, you cleave into it, and the blade sort of stops halfway in. You activate the trigger, and the pulse of electricity just fries it and blows these two halves clean apart. Imagine buzz droids from was it episode 3? Yeah, beginning of Star Wars episode 3, when the buzz droids, the little ball ones, yeah, he's gone.
Donk.
True strike.
Bingo.
So I can just about see this one here.
If you can see it on your screen, then yes, you can see it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna show off my new cantrip that I got, which has already been used. So yeah, the 2 gun shooters apparently both have now taken true strike.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'll get my gun out, pistol out.
Phineas.
I see something's going on, and I feel like it would be good just to do it. I will bonus action and put out my bear spirit to give us 9 now, because I've gone up a level, temporary hit points. Everyone gets 9 temp.
Cool. Sorry, put out bear spirit.
So, yeah, thank you.
I really should actually just make this.
It's okay. I mean, it only lasts a minute, and it's usually just for the hit points.
True.
At the moment. And then I am just going to cautiously go behind Solix. I can't see anyone, I don't think. But I will like to hold my action in case something comes into a range, and it will just be an attack.
Okay. An attack with the quarterstaff.
I can't hold a cantrip, can I?
You can. You can hold
Okay,
a
cool.
spell, but so a point to note: when you hold a spell, you cast the spell on your turn and then hold its release. So cantrips, not really a problem because you don't have a limited number. But if you were to hold a leveled spell, you cast it and you use the spell slot, and you can be interrupted. You can have concentration and things like that knocked out and stuff. And it, regardless of whether you actually cast the spell or use the spell by your next turn, you have used the slot. So
We got you, yeah.
just be aware of that.
So I will just prepare my primal savagery, and just one hand will get a few claws on it.
Okay. Arwen.
I can probably move through this crowd because I'm quite small, aren't I?
Yes, goblins, much like halflings in the Forgotten Realms, goblins can move through friendly squares without issue.
Okay. It's 12 here.
It misses it. Well, it strikes, but the metal of the globe just deflects the arrow.
Okay. I've been a lot of use this evening. We're doing really well.
Okay, Tok.
Right. Being as my true strike was wasted. Hold on. Where was I? Was here, wasn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I shoot over Arwen?
Yes. This thing's hovering in the air, so it's yes.
I will shoot at him with my pistol.
Okay.
Right.
Your mage lock.
With a mage rock pistol, yes. Well, both of them will be classed as magical weapons now.
True, but not the
I've
military.
also realised the military rifle is exactly the same damage as a repeater rifle.
Is it?
Yeah, so the repeater rifle's technically the more expensive one.
Yeah.
But not that I'm... Right, anyway, moving on. What spells did I pack in? Nothing. Right. Yeah, I'm just going to shoot at it, but I will... No, I'll do it on its own. Just a normal shot.
Okay.
Oh.
That hits. Strikes
8.
true
8 damage.
for 8 damage. You can see it's listing slightly, but it's still there.
Bonus action reload. Rearm.
Okay. It's the servitor's turn. It's going to come down. You've just attacked it, so it's going to come and swipe at you with its claw. For an 11.
No.
That's a shame. Solix.
So Solix is going to continue his tirade. I'm going to... Oh, I can just move forwards, can't I? So we'll go to here. Can I reach it nicely, easily from here?
You can, yes.
Yeah. So we're going to just try and crit fail.
That is unfortunately a miss.
Yeah. I could see that, Chris.
Bingo! You know that True Strike you
gonna-
cast? It's actually still there.
Let's see what it does. Shooting my repeating pistol. Hey!
That does it. Your pistol's not magical though, is it?
No.
Cool. It's still enough. Punches straight through the glass coverage on the front, and the thing drops in a shower of sparks. Okay. All done.
I think we found floaty things.
Right.
I'll reload that one
quite-
bullet that I shot. Admin.
Say again.
I'll reload that one bullet I shot.
Ah.
Admin.
Yeah. Is it yours? Is a repeating pistol? Is it, Owen?
Yeah.
Cool. So, stepping into the room, you
Right,
can.
what I'm going to do,
Yep.
because I know he's new, I'm going to walk up to Ingo. I'm going to tap him on the shoulder. Well, no, I'm going to touch his firearm and cast at level 2 Endless Magazine. So for the next 10 minutes... Oh, no. No. Ignore that. Scratch that, because we're not fighting anybody, it might be longer than 10 minutes. Carry on.
No worries.
What I was going to do is make sure he's got an Endless Magazine, because if he forgets to reload it, or if he's got a bonus action he wants to use rather than reloading his pistol.
Yeah. No, that's fair
So
enough.
yeah, I'll try and remember for next time.
But he does have a repeating pistol, so he does have 5. Is it 5
Five
shots?
shots. 5 shots, sir.
Okay, we'll let you off then.
I was just making sure I had that 5 bullets.
I'll just shut up and go.
I appreciate it, yeah.
I'm here to look after you all. Don't worry.
So,
Is it that Point Break when you fire it in the air out of anger?
Yeah, screaming. Ah!
looking around, there are floor to ceiling bookshelves. There's a mixture of books. Some of them, one shelf in the middle of the room has stacks of copper sheets on them. Each one looks to be about 11 inches by 17. And they're all
Sheets.
copper sheets, yeah, thin copper sheets, and they're covered with an array of holes, seemingly punched seemingly at random.
Do you reckon that someone's forging some coin up here?
They're far too thin for coin. We're talking like thick card level of.
Do you think we could forge some coin up here?
I think they're used for some form of cryptography. Maybe put it on a page and it'll show up the letters which will spell a word. But you've got to know the book and the page, which way around to put it.
So, looking at them closer, each stack has 50 to 60 copper sheets stuck in the stack, each bound with a thick leather strap, and the upper left corner of each sheet has been cleanly nicked off. They're quite hefty. Each stack weighs about £20 if you were to try and lift them up, and there are 10 stacks. There are also 6 empty spaces on the shelf where apparently stacks once were. So this is quite organised, but there are 6 missing stacks on the shelving.
Did you say before there's scrolls in here?
There are scrolls, yes.
Can I go through them, see if any of them are spells or something?
So you start looking through them, and they all appear to be numbers, angles, measurements, mathematics, engineering. You can't really make heads or tails of what they mean, but you can recognise that it's not magical in nature. It's engineering, mathematics, astronomy, and things like that.
I don't get any of this. Throw it away. Right.
Is there anything shiny in the room apart from copper?
The little servitors.
Yeah, is there anything of value I can carry that's shiny in the room?
The stacks of copper. That's about the only shiny thing. Bearing in mind they are £20 each. You could potentially take one if you wanted to.
So these stacks of copper are leather bound.
Yes.
Are these books, but metal? Would I surmise that?
So they're not leather bound in a spine. They're like a stack with a leather strap around them, holding them together.
Cool.
But in a way, yeah. So this is like a volume of information, but you don't know what information. You can't decipher it. You can't figure out what. But yeah, it's some sort of thing. Like
knowing what we know about the Iron Kingdoms, and knowing that there's a lot of like big mechanical things that exist, could we surmise that this might be some sort of control or input for a machine of some sorts?
I would say if any of you had a mechanical background, yes, but the current roster of characters wouldn't really make that
Wouldn't
connection.
be able to surmise that.
Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, I forget that I just said that.
Yep. Shrug and
It's
move
right.
on.
It's right. It's not live. No one knew that I said that.
Can I exit via this door?
Yeah, you can exit via that door just to make me go back into the lighting layer and delete another door. Yeah, you figure out that it just goes around in circles, and the other door leads back into the room that you were in originally.
Whee!
Don't do that; you'll make a mess.
Okay. Do you want to go upwards, or should we go other side?
I'd like to try the other side if it was alright for you, because I'd rather not something come from behind.
That's
I think the
fair.
other side is a good idea.
Alright then.
We'll clear our backs first. Watch our backs occasionally.
Let
Okay.
us go.
My computer's been quite jumpy with all the lighting, I think. So through the door on the other side. Where are we? Into number 7. So you've got a little bit of a corridor first, which you can head down, and then as you get to the end of that, this is a large room decorated with the images of suns and moons. A number of tables and chairs are scattered around the perimeter, but in the centre of the room is a gruesome sight. A dozen bodies under blood-soaked sheets. A handful of clerics stand around the corpses, performing some kind of ritual, and several brass spheres circle you, floating in. Circle the group of clerics, floating in the air. So there are 4 clerics standing, and 3 floating globes. As soon as you approach 2 of the servitors, let me just stick them on the map so you can see. So 1, 2, 3. So you guys can head back down the tunnel a little bit if you want, because you would have seen some of this from back down there. Servitor and servitor. Okay. Yeah, so there are 4. You can see from further down there as you're approaching. You weren't approaching stealthily, were you? Nah, none of you have ever tried to do that.
You got Solix in the front.
Yeah.
I'll have you know that I am very, very, very stealthy for a 7-foot tall, 8-foot tall troll kid.
It's hard to be a rogue in this group because, the door opening processes and the approach processes are all counterintuitive to everything I was trained for.
And we're pretty pacifistic now, just saying.
So, as you are approaching, you spot from the top of the room the 2 servitors up there make a dash out of the room, leaving the 4 priests and 1 remaining servitor in there. Although they are still... No, they're just about in view at this point. So, if we can all roll initiative, please.
Yeah, are these priests like mechanical robot looking, or are they humanoid?
They are humanoid. They appear flesh and blood.
Well,
you can't really see any flesh, but they are moving in a way that is not jerky as a robot might.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Robin Solix's initiative.
What was that?
As we all know, my open door policy, which I have, which is counterproductive for rogues. Apologies, but it has tired me out, and I'm just letting all you lot have a go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just getting my character sheets open.
0.08.
I mean, at least it's not 0.
Or minus, like we had something last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get... Oh, no, you can get minus on initiative, can't you? Because you can have -2 and roll a 1. So, they are... Here we are in initiative order. Priest. And servitor. Okay. Descending order. Tok, you're up first.
Right. I'm not going to waste my action by doing a bloody what's it. So, I'm just going to go organs blazing. We're just going to step through. Don't mind me, guys. Oh, my word. Right. Where am I? I'm going to shoot this one here.
Which one, sir?
This one here. The priest.
Yep.
Nearest me. Shoot at him, and I'm going to do a trick shot.
Okay.
So the boingy ricochet one.
Yep.
I've lost my character sheet. Hold on. Right. Okay. If I just do that one. Thank you. Right. Do Maze Rock Pistol.
.21 is definite hit.
So 10 damage to this one.
Yep.
Then I'll ping it over to the servitor.
Okay.
14.
Unfortunately, the redirected ping just glances off the metal framework of the servitor, not causing any damage.
Right. And then I'll just step between Solix's legs back behind him.
Okay. Ingo.
I'm going to 10, 15, 20, 25, just so I can see the room a bit better.
Yep.
And then I'm just checking this. Oof. So on... Did you see that? Yeah. On this guy here...
Yep.
Everyone... Hi, Zelda. Everyone, welcome to my new spell.
Okay, 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point. So on this chappy here, 10. So it's not going to catch that guy on the right, but it'll catch the 4 in the middle, and it will miss all of you guys.
And if they're made out of metal, or if they're made of materials such as stone, crystal, metal, or have disadvantage against a saving throw.
Okay. Right, I am really sorry, chaps. I'm just going to have to throw up the on a break screen shortly. We will be back as soon as we possibly can. Just bear with us. Thanks for bearing with me, chaps. Oh, and have you just been swirling that around for the time?
Amount of time, yeah.
Okay, so Constitution save for. We'll go with the Wounded Priest first. That's a pass. Is it half
At
on
disadvantage.
no, the priests are okay.
Yeah.
The top priest on the top left.
Yeah, half as much if he passes.
Is a pass. The priest on the top right is a pass, and the servitor.
Wow.
This is a disadvantage. Is a fail.
Hey. Right, so we'll do the failed thing first.
Well, you just roll your 3d8.
Oh, it is, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and so 15. So the servitor cracks from the shatter and
Nice.
drops to the deck, and that is going to be 7 on each of the others. The priest closest to you expires. Not that one, top right. And the other two, you can see them like grabbing their heads as the noise, the loud ringing noise, reverberates through the room. Servitor is gone. That would have been its turn. Anything else, Owen?
You know what? I've moved out of range of seeing my friends, so no, that's me.
Okay. So priest on here. He is gonna head towards you, I think, because that's what he's seen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he is gonna swing this strange contraption. It looks like a flail, but it spins on its own, so it has some sort of powered device in it that is spinning the head of the flail. And as he's approaching you, it's starting to rev up. And he swings it at you, but I think that misses. I missed that audio for some reason. Try that again, Owen. Just.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've got you now.
Okay. I think I was just a bit too quiet and Discord didn't pick me up.
Yeah, it might have been. That's cool. We had some.
No fail.
Yeah. Okay. Arwin, your turn.
I'm going to move to that position there,
Yep.
and being a creative little character, I'm going to use my shortcut.
At.
Well, the one directly in front of me, I think, this priest here.
Okay. So 14 is a hit, doing 6 damage. Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm just going to notch another arrow and try and make it to the next round.
Okay. So you see one of the servitors at the top heads off around the corner. 1, 2. Okay. And then it is the priest on the top right. He actually runs back to this corner and begins grabbing at something on the floor. Next up is the servitor, the other servitor at the top, and again that one shoots off around the corner, out of sight. Next up is the priest that you've just shot at, Arwen. So he is going to approach you with his flail, and see if he can do any better. A 15
That's it.
for 4 damage.
Meccano flail.
No, it's not a flail made of Meccano.
Oh.
Don't forget your temp HP. You've got temporary HP. P.
Got it.
Okay, so the next one is out of action. Phineas, your turn.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll walk forward a little bit more. Okay, there's quite a lot going on. I'm so conflicted. I say, guys, I'm going to try and grab one, and then I'm going to turn into a constrictor snake. But that's all I can do for now.
Okay. Where did I did drop it underneath you. Cool. Controlled by James. There you go. You can have a token. I haven't done the profile for it yet, but
I'm using the SRD. I should be alright, I think.
cool. So I'm just going to move Phineas out of the way, and hang on, I probably need to give it some vision, otherwise you can't see. Has that worked?
Yeah, spot on.
Cool. So leave Phineas on the map because he will retain the initiative order.
Oh, will do.
And Solix, your turn.
Solix comes running in to the room. Oh, hang on. Like that. And is going to try and smosh this priest in the chops with his priest chop smosher.
Okay. Where are we? A 19 for 8 damage is a hit, and he is still standing.
And then he's gonna do his. Let's have a look. We're just gonna chuck a divine smite on the end of it, I think, if I can. When I hit, I can do. I'll just throw it in the chat so that we all remember what it is.
Yep.
I can. So it's 2d8, isn't it? So it's
yeah.
We're looking to finish this chap off.
And you have indeed.
Just take that off the spell slot.
So we're going to move to talk, but once again, sorry guys in the chat, I'm going to throw the break screen up. Unless you guys want to just chat amongst yourselves on the stream, or I can throw the break screen up.
Throw the break screen up for this one.
Yeah. Oh, sugar, I just messed around with the break screen. There we are. Hey guys, thanks for yeah, mic is down. Thank you for bearing with us. I'm afraid I'm now not feeling very well, so we are going to call it there for this week. Hopefully you will join us next week, and also don't forget to join us to complete that game tomorrow at 8 p.m. for our charity stream in aid of the neonatal unit.
That's right, at the Shrewsbury and Telford hospitals. So we are supporting that. So it'd be amazing if you could join us from 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll be here. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, chat, for bearing with us, and for being there. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
See you next week, guys.